Hello everyone. I am going to show you some lenses that I use with the Leica SL2-S. And I go over here. This is Leica SL2-S. Heavy, like a brick. Aluminum. There's no tilty screen. The SL3 and the SL3-S does have a tilty screen now. Okay. The SL3 is a 16 megapixel. I think the SL3S is a 24 megapixel like this. Anyway, when I bought this camera, it was used, and I got the 24-70 f2.8. I also got the 24-90. No, I take that back. The 90-280 is what I came with. So with these two lenses, I was pretty happy. I like the 300 millimeter focal length. One thing about this lens, and I haven't done much with it, it's all inside. So the lens does not expand, which is a good thing. It's not as much as, but the 24-70 does, okay? But it is weather sealed. And of course, I'm sorry, that's the 24-90. This is the 24-70. Same thing. So if you have it at the same size, the 90 is here, the 70 is here. Okay? The only difference is this is all f2.8, and I believe this, and this is made in Germany. Yeah. It starts at f2.8 and then it goes to f4. Okay, so 24-70 to f2.8, I'm going to find out where the 2.8 goes. So this may be a variable lens. This is what first came out with the Leica full frame. You know, the SL, and then the SL2, and then the SL2S, and then the SL3, and then the SL3S. But I think they're coming out with the 24-70 now, or primes. These are the Leica lenses. Very expensive. Camera, still expensive. But I bought me the Sigma 150-600 millimeter, and it's an L mount, and it's cheaper than all three of these. And this is 150-600. So it got cloudy all of a sudden. I'm going to take some pictures. I want to give out a shout out to David Sailors. I kind of did a swap and some cash for this lens. And here's the guy right here. So, go visit his channel. He's a Georgia photographer, and his name is David Sailors, and he has Leica and Nikon. And we like doing the same thing. We like getting adapters with different lenses and trying them out, old and new. So if you like a country style man that travels everywhere, takes vintage cameras with them, takes a lot of good pictures in different cities where he goes to, I recommend watching him. David Sailors, the Georgia photographer. So, let's get to work. I'm going to do the 24-70 first, and the 24-90, the 90-280, and then, of course, the 150-600. I'm going to be sitting out at the front porch trying to catch those sparrows and stuff, and see if I get any action. So let's go to the slideshow. Okay, folks, Here's the slideshow. Now, this is the 24-70 f2.8. And I'm trying to get my mouse over here so I can click on it. Okay, now we're at 24 millimeters, okay? You've seen this picture before many times, but this is with a different lens. But look how sharp the 2.8 is. Here's the 35 millimeter focal length. Here's the 50 millimeter focal length. And there's the 70 millimeter focal length. Same thing here. 24 millimeters wide. I do not see any barrel distortion. By the way, yeah, let's see. Yeah, 24 here. Now, I did have it in program mode because of the clouds and stuff. So this is like at a 3.2, okay? That's at an f4. This is all 24 millimeters, so I'm making a wide pan shots because of the sun was out. Well, it was partly cloudy and stuff, but this is all 24 millimeter. And now this is at 70 millimeter. 24, 70. 24, 70. And 70 again. Now, I changed the lens. So this is the 24-90. This is a variable aperture lens. So it's like a f2.8 to an f4. So 24, 28, 35, 50. I believe that's a 75. And that's a 90. Look how sharp and clear that picture is. And of course the same thing here, but this is at 90. This is at 50, and that's at 24. 24, 28, 35, 50, 75, 90. Sharp lens, even if it's variable, not a f2.8, still it's good. 2.8 to f4. Now, this is 2490 again at 24. This is at 28, 35, 50, 75, 90. And I was doing my tree right here, which is, but look how sharp it is. And it's kind of bokeh in the back, but still, that's a great lens. I love the color of the Leica. So here's this little cantaloupe plant or watermelon. I haven't figured out what it is. But there's 28, 35, 50, 75, 90. And then I went in the backyard with a different lens. Now this is the 90-280. I have not used it much, and I was very impressed with it. Okay, so 90, 120, 160, 210, 280 millimeters. That's not bad. And that's at an f4, I believe. So if I did it again, this is a 2.8, 90 millimeters. At 120, it's 3.1. At 160, it's a 3.3. 210 is a 3.6. And then f4 at 280. but look how sharp it is. I mean, it's just outstanding. Then of course my dog at 90 millimeters, 120, 160, 210, 280. And that 210 is about a 214, okay? So it might be a little bit off, but even then, let's crop her in a little bit. Look how sharp this lens is. That's a pretty good shot, folks. Gorgeous, isn't it? Very expensive lenses, very expensive camera. And then there's my favorite little plant. Same thing here. So you see, I even did the nest up there. The squirrel, Mr. Peekaboo, has been raiding it, and some birds are attacking him because they're trying to set a nest. He likes sleeping in there, so he'll sleep across in the front, and then he likes going to this tree too. So he's everywhere. He's an everywhere squirrel. So this is at 90, 120, 163, or 160, 210, 280. Look how sharp that glass is. 90, 120, 160, 210, 280. And here's 280 at my dog. See, that's still pretty good. And that's at f4. And of course, now I got the Sigma out, the 150 to 600 millimeter. It's an f5 to 6.3. Okay, still a great lens, but you can see what I was focusing on was this lens right here. And it tried to focus on leaves. It just doesn't recognize the light bulb. But you can see how the other light bulbs are kind of bokeh, and this one's still sharp because it's kind of like on the same plane. Even the trees are sharp in that area. So right there is at 180, 200, 250, 300, 400, 500, 600. Unbelievable. So all the seedlings is dropping from my live oak tree. Never-ending process. I clean it up, and a few days later, besides the leaves, now I'm getting the seedlings all over the place, non-stop with this tree. And you know, leaves are still falling, but anyway, here it is at 600 millimeters, 150, 150. And look at the nest right here, what's left of it. 600 millimeters. And I had a hard time focusing, but once I got it, but you can see the branches in front are kind of bokeh, and the leaves are kind of becoming bokeh too in the back. So just wanted to show you that. And this is at 600 millimeters and 150 millimeters. 150, 600, 150, 600. Now, I think these are the ones in back of the light bulbs in the front. So I did the same thing. So this is at 600 millimeters. That might be the last picture. Yeah. So yeah. So what I did was I did the front, and then I did the back. And the front light bulbs are right up here. So what do you think? Great lens, great pictures. Four different lenses on the Leica SL2-S. I don't think it has phase detect, but the star of the show, and this is at f4, and I was using the 90 to 280, which I really enjoyed using that lens. I like the 90 to the kind of like the 300 millimeter focal length, but it's still good. So that's this character right here. And let me move her. Yeah, she keeps moving that, so you can't really see her. But anyway, what's your take on it? I got a lot of cameras, and I interchange them out. I get an idea, and I try it out. So earlier it was the Z6 III, the Leica M8. Now it's the Leica SL2-S. Still a great camera. The SL3-S has the tilt screen now. This one has a fixed screen. The SL3-S has photo protection. I don't know if it does with video also. So there's quite a few security features on the new camera. It's still like a 24 megapixel camera. It's great for low light. It does have phase detect. So this is the older style of camera. Still excellent. Okay. It takes 2 SD cards. I think the SL3-S takes a CF Express Type B and an SD card, I think. Don't quote me on it, okay? But that's a new kid on the block. These lenses will work with it. I would love to have the SL3 because that's a 60 megapixel camera. I would like to have the S1R2, but I'm hearing that it's overheating. So I always wait a little bit, stand back, and just watch. You don't have to have the latest greatest. You can get used products like I did right here, or you trade for something that's used, and it works out great. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.